All right. Welcome to the Dopamine Revolution podcast. Today's topic is stress. Stress. What do we do about it? How do we prevent it? How do we reduce it? I'm your host, Sean David Cohen. This is the ultimate symbiosis of mind and body, where we promote and protect the holy grail of brain juice, the elixir of life, dopamine. Thank you for tuning in. All right, May 19th, 2025. Here we are, dealing with stress on so many levels. Stress comes at us from so many angles. People are stressed out by politics. They're stressed out by their job. They're stressed out by inflation, the price of groceries and gas and health care. What do they do? What will we do? How do we change it? How do we fix it? Mend and heal. What do we do? Well, I always talk about dopamine, the elixir of life, dopamine. We have bombarded our bodies with so many toxins. Our bodies and our brain are bombarded with so many toxins nowadays. It is insane. And that is a major driving force, a catapult of stress. And most people just don't realize it. They think it's all coming from the outside. They don't think they're just grabbing it with their hands and sticking it in their mouth. We're eating stress. You're on the stress diet, the stress food regimen. You're eating stress. You're consuming stress. How does it taste? Is it chewy? Is it hard to digest? Does it give you an upset stomach, irritable bowels? Is stress giving you headaches because it's loaded with MSG and aspartame? Is stress causing you constipation because it's full of gluten and saturated trans fats? Stress. You're eating stress. Do you bake it, broil it, barbecue it, or fry it? Or are you eating raw stress? This is where we promote and protect our dopamine. See, our liver is creating the majority of our dopamine. And when we toxify our cleansing organs, we are causing stress directly. We are directly causing stress by eating horrific, adulterated, genetically modified food stuff they concoct in laboratories. Most of our food has ingredients that are concocted in laboratories in it. GMOs, pesticides. Where do you think they make this stuff? The factory. The factory spewing it out. Most of it's originally concocted in a laboratory. And then we suffer stress. What do? We need to function on a high frequency. What we need to do is function on a very high frequency at all times, because this low frequency stuff that's attacking us, it's low frequency stuff. So the canola oil, the fluoride in the water, the seed oils, the gluten with all the chemicals that I went over on the last podcast, this stuff is attacking our frequency. Okay, think of your body and brain, think of your functionality as a radio station. Okay, and you need it to be clear. You want to hear what's on the podcast, on the news. You want to hear the music you like very clearly. If it's staticky, what are you going to do? You got to turn it off and go read something. You've got to adjust the dial. You have to make sure that you're fine-tuned into the station to receive the broadcast. Your broadcast is your body running on all cylinders all the time, functioning on clean fuel, high-octane fuel, That's organic food, filtered clean or spring water, superfoods, and supplements. Whole foods, whole organic foods, unadulterated, not shiny apples that were sprayed with polyurethane, right? What is it called? Appeal. Bill Gates' appeal. They literally spray fruit. Even at like Whole Foods, they'll spray the fruit to make it shinier. They'll spray organic fruit. You got to know how to read those numbers on the fruit label to avoid adulterated produce that wrecks our frequency. It attacks your frequency. You end up on a low frequency, functioning with all of the chaos in the world. It affects you. It inflicts damage on you because you're paying too much attention to it, because you're functioning on a low frequency. Okay? There's a lot of gross energy out there. The gross energy is coming from people who are frustrated, who are intoxicated. And I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm talking about junk food and junk medicine. They're intoxicated. They're pissed off, pardon the expression. They're mad at the world. They're mad at themselves. They have low self-esteem. They're usually not very successful in many things. They may be making decent money, or, they've got a family, they got some kids, but they're frustrated. They're mad at the world, and they're going to take you down with them. Crabs in a barrel. They're crabs in a barrel. If they can't escape from their nightmare, whether it's just in that moment of time that they're in their heads, or if it's their day is awful, or their week, their month, their year, their decade, or their entire life, they are struggling in the barrel, at the bottom of the barrel, with all the rest of the crabs, the negative, crabby crabs, and they want out. And if they can't get out, and you look like you're getting out, you're in the barrel with them, you're on the road with them, you're at the office with them, you're at the grocery store, you're functioning with them in their barrel temporarily. And if you look happy, if you are going up in the ranks at work, climbing the corporate ladder, or you're just getting a raise or a promotion, or you're going to be moving along to a new school or business, they're going to pull you down. No, you're not leaving. I know you. I'm associated with you, and I feel horrible, so I'm going to pull you down. I'm going to wreck your frequency. Why are you so happy? I'm going to wreck your frequency. You're too happy today. I'm going to say something rude. I'm going to bump into you. I'm going to spill my coffee on you. You are not escaping this barrel, this bucket, this nightmare that I can't get out of. This is how people are functioning. You can see the inherent good in people, but there's inherent bad when they feel horrible, when their body is full of toxins. They're constipated. They're a nervous wreck. They've been eating aspartame and gluten and MSG and seed oils, and they got all kinds of neurological problems. They have very low dopamine levels. They're not happy. They're not sleeping well. And they are stressed, and they want you stressed with them. And they will pull you out of your mode, of your mood, and stress you out. And if you let it, it will happen to you. It will manifest in you, in your brain. And once you get mad and you get perturbed and you get thrown off of your gate, off of your high place, your pedestal, whatever, your high wire act, whatever you've got going on that's the bomb, whatever success you are fueling and feeding, they will run it off the rails. They'll set up obstacles in front of you and try to wreck it. And you will get stressed out mentally, and you'll react with emotions and words and actions that drive you further away from where you're heading. And they'll love that. they'll smile. They'll turn around and they'll smile because you're mad. They weren't really mad at you. They didn't like your situation, but they get a moment. They get a moment of joy from knowing that you're not going to advance without them, that you're not advancing, evolving without them. If they can't do it, they don't want you to do it. That's crabs in a barrel, folks. And it will stress you out. And once you get stressed out mentally, it's going to stress you out physically. It's going to drain your dopamine, your serotonin, your adrenals, your fight or flight if you have to argue with them, if you get road rage, if you get office rage, store rage, you're in line, you're furious. The line's not moving at the bank. You're furious. It's wrecking your day. No, it's not. You're letting it wreck your day. I call it the pinball machine metaphor. Okay, so when stress hits, when problems hit us, obstacles, when we encounter a curveball, when we encounter something unexpected that we don't know how to deal with on the spot, it becomes a problem. And then we feed the problem. So think of the old pinball machines. You pull back the lever and the ball goes up and it goes into the game and it starts pinging around. And you got all these sounds, white noise, ding, ding, ding. And you got everything's bouncing off the bumpers. And then, you got lights and you got bells and you got whistles and prize money. And then you're clicking the flippers. You're pushing the flippers with your fingers on the side of the machine. And you're keeping the ball going, okay? That was the goal of the pinball game. Keep the ball bouncing around, scoring points, keep it going. Well, the ball in this metaphor is the problem. The ball is the obstacle. The ball is the issue at hand. And as you push on those flippers, you are making the problem worse. You're keeping it going. You're rattling it around. And the pinball machine is your brain. And that ball is rattling around and it's making noise. And it's interfering, it's creating chaos. And as long as you push those flippers, as long as you think about it and worry about it, it keeps going. The score keeps going up. Your frequency goes down and the score goes up. The score being stress, it increases. And then it manifests physically. And you get weak and you get sick. You get sick to the stomach. You get sick in the head with a headache. You get stressed out. You don't sleep well. It's rattling around in your brain all night and you don't sleep well. It's static. It's static on the radio station of life. You've got to tune it out. You've got to fine tune it. You've got to let the dust settle, figure out what to do, be smart, make good judgment calls. Use your cognitive function. High frequency. Cognitive function, critical thinking on a high frequency at all times. You got to be like the door guy at a bar, the bouncer watching to see if there's going to be a fight breaking out. You got to be the Secret Service guy watching out for the president. You're the president. You're the president of your life. You got to be your own Secret Service and watch out for this negative energy and don't mix with the gross energy. It gives it fuel to attack you more, to affect you more, and to pull you off of your high frequency, folks. You got to function on a high frequency at all times, every minute of every hour of every day, at all times. Otherwise, you're exhausting your dopamine source, you're wrecking it, and you're creating more stress. So what can you do about it? We got a minute left here. What do you do about it? You take plenty of supplements. I'm back to the tinctures, folks. Here we go. Liquid oxygen. What? What do you mean liquid oxygen? I've never heard of it. Liquid oxygen. It's in a tincture. I've got it right here in my hand. Dexterity Health sells it. Premium concentrated liquid oxygen supplement. You drip a few drops in some spring water and you drink it. And it helps alkalize your body. It helps deliver oxygen to your brain, which if that blood's flowing better and it's bringing more oxygen, you're thinking better. You're thinking more clearly. And then there's colloidal silver, an antioxidant. There's another tincture I've got in my right hand here. Silver wings, colloidal silver, 250 parts per million. Google bastardizes this. They hate this. The medical industrial complex hates colloidal silver. They will tell you it's dangerous, but it's not. No, it's not. It's not dangerous, folks. It's an antioxidant. Yep, anti-inflammatory. Reduce that inflammation. And then I drink kombucha a lot. Kombucha, Health Aid, kombucha. This is ginger, lemon. I love the lemon lime. The limeade one, oh my gosh. Probiotics. Probiotics, good gut health is the key, folks, and it stimulates dopamine production. Good gut health, good mood, good energy, good immune system function. You've got to defend your immune system against the onslaught that we're dealing with. All right, we're going to wrap it up. That is it for the Dopamine Revolution podcast today. The next one is restful sleep. I promise you, the next episode is restful sleep. Thanks for tuning in, folks. The Dopamine Revolution. It's underway.